Hello! Okay, so welcome to our latest video, and this one is going to be a tour of our nursery. So I've actually done this video twice already. Basically, the first time we did it, Dean forgot to press record. Silly dad. So we went down to post it and there was nothing. And then we did it again and I was ready to post it, and I actually watched it back and it was 25 minutes long. And we were just like, oh God, I was like, nobody has got 25 minutes to sit and watch somebody else talk about a nursery, no. Okay, so this is like thirds of charm, okay, so third time lucky, so I'm just going to really quickly and give you a little tour and with some bits and bobs. So, a little bit of background, our nursery, obviously if you're watching this, the majority will probably know, but I'll just say just in case. We had a little boy called Winter, and he sadly he only lived for one day. He never came home from the hospital, but we didn't know at the time that he was going to die. He was born healthy, we thought. So we had prepared through the pregnancy a nursery ready for him to come home to. That was at our old house, so we've moved into a new house since then, when I was pregnant with Raven. But a lot of the pieces that we've got in the nursery are from the nursery that we set up for Winter. So we were kind of thinking, when we were putting the nursery together, we didn't have a theme, we've not really done anything extravagant. It is kind of like bits and bobs of things here and there. A lot of it is the furniture that we've brought over from the old nursery and other things that are to do with Winter. His name's Winter Wolf, so we've got like lots of Wolfie memorabilia and things like that. But also, when we're making this nursery, we wanted it to make it Raven's own nursery, so it wasn't a replica of Winter's nursery, because she's her own baby, you know, she's her own person. So it's just like a mixture of bits and bobs, really. It's nothing too crazy. But I'm just going to start off over here. So this dresser, we got this dresser from a second-hand furniture shop in Derby called City Furnishings, and this was, I think we paid about £50 for it. It's absolutely gorgeous, like a solid wooden thing. I would open the drawers and cupboards, but honestly it's so messy that I don't think I can. But it's just like stuff shoved in, like socks, hats, muslin cloth, things like that, just bits of storage, breast pumps and what have you in there. And that's the cabinet. So it was just, like I say, it's a second-hand one. And we had this in Winter's nursery as well, this came with us. So I'll tell you a bit about the other bits that we've got on here. So this is a changing mat. So this is where I dress Raven in the morning. Obviously I move the mat onto the floor and dress her on the floor, I don't leave it on the table. But this is by a brand on Instagram called Tilly and Cub. And Tilly and Cub do the most gorgeous woven baskets like this. This is also Tilly and Cub. We bought this when I was pregnant with Raven. She doesn't sleep in it anymore, but because it's so beautiful, you can use it for putting other bits and bobs in. So it's just a really gorgeous decorative piece, and actually we used it at Christmas time to put all her Christmas presents in under the tree. And yeah, you know, go and have a look at Tilly and Cub on Instagram, because there's a lot of really interesting background to the baskets as well. So yeah, they're a good one to check out. And this is, yeah, the changing basket from Tilly and Cub. So what else have we got on here? What else have we got on here? We've got a teddy bear that was made for Winter by my mama, handmade. So we've kept hold of that. Some bits and bobs that were from Winter's first birthday party that was hosted for us by Tickety Boo Events, and they put a lot of thought into putting things in jars and things on the table for his celebration. We've got a little keepsake box that's got a lock of Winter's hair in and a little glass angel that we brought home from the hospital. This book I keep on here because it's, you know, it won't go in a bookshelf because it's got the little puppet on it. One more tick was very cute. And then just a few little cuddly toys. This is from Mother Care. Ray loves it because you can pull on the little taggy bits. You like that one, don't you? And this is a little Wolfie that we kept from Winter's funeral. And then we've got all these gorgeous bits and bobs on the wall. They're stuck on the wall mainly because I can't really be bothered with the faff of putting things in frames and nailing things up and stuff. So I have just masking tape them onto the walls. I think it kind of looks a bit arty, but it's by accident. So, you know, I didn't plan that. But anyway, we've got a few bits on here. We've got this one, this is A5 one. Absolutely gorgeous. It says, hand picked for Earth by my brother in heaven. So that's obviously a nod to saying that Raven was picked by Winter. This is by a brand on Instagram called When You Wish Upon a Star. They do gorgeous baby keepsakes, particularly catering for baby loss as well. So, you know, if you know anyone who's going through anything like that, they do great gorgeous little pieces like that. Lioness Not Princess is by a brand called Winter. She roared just as we said it. This is by a brand called The Winter and Rain. I found them on Instagram. I think we had Raven, and Raven's middle name is Rain, so Winter and the Rain. I was like, oh, this is a really cool brand. Found them. The girl who runs it, she's crazy. She's really, really cool, and she's does some great Insta stories. And she sent us this print, Lioness Not Princess. I thought it was absolutely perfect for Ray. This one here, Stay Close to Me. This was sent to me by Sketchy Mama when we'd lost Winter as a gift. If you're not following Sketchy Mama, she's a bit of a legend. You can go and see her Instagram. She's done a book, I think, as well now. She's all gorgeous little prints like that. This was drawn for us by somebody on Instagram and sent to us, which is amazing, and I think it's really detailed, gorgeous, love it. And you're getting a bit fed up in there. Some box frames that just have some cards that I was sent when Winter died. This is by Happy as Larry Vintage, and we have some clothes by them as well. They just do really gorgeous, like vintage inspired clothes and prints and blankets and things like that for babies. So we've got that. I love it. It's a rainbow, so if you're not sure why we have so many rainbow things, a baby that is born after the loss of a previous baby is known as a rainbow baby, because they're like the rainbow after the storm sort of thing. So Ray's a rainbow baby, so hence the rainbow, and hence the rainbow mirror. This was from Urban Outfitters, and I got it in a sale. I think it was about £60. I think I paid £30 for it. I think, don't quote me on that because I can't exactly remember. And this cute little bird that we were given as a gift when Raven was born. And then moving down underneath, oh, we've got this blanket. I love this blanket. Ray's actually wearing, quite angrily now, the matching sleep suit. It's by DD and Board. It's got little trees on it. Trees on it. Couldn't think then. So then down here we have these little crates that are just from Ikea. That we had in Winter's nursery, and then when we brought them into Raven's, I had some leftover paint to match the wall, so just painted them when I was like about ready to pop, and I was like, you know, waddling around trying to find things to do. And we've put her shoes on it, and these shoes are by a brand called Inch Blue, and they are also on Instagram, and they say Winter Wolf underneath on the bottom of them. So she's been wearing these little rainbow ones, and little gorgeous, they're all gorgeous, but what's his name on. So yeah, so that's our little dresser. The colour of the wall, we just liked it, so we chose it. We didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl, so we were doing a unisex nursery. So we just went for the colour. I can't remember the name of it, but I could probably put it in my descriptions. So here, moving on to the cot. Ironic really that I went out and got a cot and put it in the nursery and got it all ready. Because now we've got Raven in our room with us, and she's coming up to 6 months, but I am going to probably purchase an Ikea cot, which is in between this size and the snooze pod that she's in now, take the side off and keep her in our room for a bit longer. So I bought, we bought this cot, put it together and got it in the room, and then I don't think it's going to go used for some time, but it does turn into a cot bed. It's from Mamas and Papas, but I bought it second hand off of Gumtree, and I think I paid about £50 for it, so bit of a bargain. What else can I say about it? We've got this lovely blanket inside here. I haven't got any bedding for here yet, but we don't need it. And this blanket with the clouds on, little rain clouds, is just a Toys R Us one. Lots of cuddly toys, really sentimental cuddly toys. These are, a lot of them were gifted to us from when we had Winter, and when he died, and got like, yeah, they just we saved them. This little print here was given to me by a friend, and it says, "A small bit of heaven drifted down from above, a handful of happiness, a heart full of love." So it's just a gorgeous little print to have for Ray to have above her cot. The mobile, I made this. Oh my gosh, you just did a massive ball. I made this mobile. Is that what you think of it? I'm not really a crafty person, but I was quite proud of myself. It's just some sticks from Dunhelm, hung from the ceiling by fishing wire. The pom-poms were actually made by my sister-in-law, and we had them in Winter's room, and then I've just hung them on here. I thought these look like snowflakes, and then I made the birds with felt, just padded out felt stitched together into bird shapes. That's crafty to get. I saw it on Pinterest, so I had to go. This rug that we have here, it's actually a reindeer rug, so a little bit controversial maybe, but we bought this when we went to Finland. After Winter's funeral, we went to Finland, and we actually had his name burnt into the back of their winter wolf. I actually hate this rug, to be honest. It moulds like hell. I'm not really sure if I feel comfortable about it, but anyway, we have it, and it's under the cart. Also, this was given to me by a friend on Instagram. It's actually Ralph Lauren, which I didn't even realise until recently. But it's a gorgeous little sleepsuit for Ray. You're going to be whacking that on at some point. And then this is the blanket that Ray came home in, the little pom-poms on. I get asked all the time where this was from. It was just from TK Maxx, so I looked for a label. It's got like a Chinese label on it, so I don't know where you'll find it if you wanted one. Moving on, we have windowsill. No blinds, because life, we've just not got around to putting blinds up yet. We don't really use this room at the moment, so one day. So I keep some books on here, just a selection of books. The majority of the books that I look at with Ray actually are downstairs in the lounge, and I sort of swap them round because we spend most of the time down there, so that's where I look at books with her. But we have got some really cute little books on here. This one was given to me by my friend actually, oops, when I was pregnant with Raven. Can I style it out? Put it at bedtime. I'm just gonna please don't be broken. Oh, thank God it's not broken. Let me show you this. This is by a brand, they're on Instagram, called Ink and Wonders, and she does the most beautiful things. She paints little pegs. She does like peg families and things like that, and she did a pregnant pea. She did me when I was pregnant, which I absolutely love. It's in the bedroom, so I can't show you that right now. But she painted me and Winter when he was born and sent it to me, and I love it. So it's on the windowsill special. So just some little Buddhist offering bowls here. I just keep them in here because I like them in a stupor. Little wolfy thing from B&M. Candles, yeah, I haven't burnt them. I am one of those really annoying people that doesn't burn a candle. She's just really annoyed me, so I'm going to burn them, okay? And some books. Bird in Winter. So we call Ray Little Birdie. And Enid Blyton Magical Collection. Just some like real classics, really. There. Then we've got our rocking chair, which I'd like to model, but the cat's there. You get the idea anyway. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, it was always my dream to have one of these in the nursery, and now we're lucky enough to have a lovely big nursery that we can have plenty of space. But we did have this at the last nursery as well. It's a Chico one from Mamas and Papas. We were really lucky. We got given this by Dean's parents when I was pregnant with Winter. It was a gift that they gave us. So, and I love sitting on here with Ray. I just love it. And nursed her loads on here when she was newborn. I still come up and sit on here with her after I've dressed her, or when we're just having a little special moment together. This is from Baby Bites. It's a funny little sleeping bag. You put your baby in it, and they basically like they're getting eaten. You like that one, don't you, Ray? And this is just a Primark hot water bottle. And this was given to me by somebody on Instagram who had it made out of clothes, a clothesline that we ran when we were raising money for the charity that we support in honour of Winter, which is the Friends of the Baby Unit. So I'll just show you the clothes in a little bit, but they had a little wolf made out of it. I love it. It's really special, so that just stays on my rocking chair. These are the cats. They're just highly annoying. I joke, I love them really. Okay, so it's a little bit dark over here in this corner, but I'll just quickly tell you what we've got. So this, I saw all these amazing like blanket ladder things online, but they're really expensive. Like you can just pay so much money for them. So this is a really sneaky little trick. I can't remember where I saw it, but she's just fine again. It's actually the side of an Ikea unit. So we have another one downstairs. We actually paid £12 for it. I can't tell you the name of it because I painted over the label which is annoying, but you'd be able to find it in Ikea anyway. It's just in the warehouse bit, and it's just wood, and I painted it with a bit of leftover paint. Again, when I was like heavily pregnant and like rolling around finding things to do. So we've got this gorgeous little thing up here. I don't know if you can see this. This is by Rebecca Harris Designs, and she's on Instagram. And it says Oppie, which is amazing because when Raven was in my tummy, she was called Oppie, baby Oppie. That was her nickname, because after we'd lost Winter, we then fell pregnant twice and had 2 miscarriages before we fell pregnant with Raven. So we called Raven Oppie because she was an opportunity and we had to be optimistic. So somebody's sewn that on, Rebecca Harris Designs has sewn that onto there. It's really special. Some gorgeous handmade blankets, and blankets that we were gifted, like a Wolfie hat, which Raven has not got a fat enough head for yet, but you know, I'm sure we're going to fatten that head out, aren't we? These I absolutely love. They're by a woman, a friend I would say now, on Instagram, called she's Sam Crafty Corner, and she just makes really gorgeous like wooden painted things like this, little signs, I think I've got another one somewhere, yeah, we'll come across another one in a little bit as well. So she made that, and she made this as well. It's Raven. It's just gorgeous. And I have to mention this because how amazing is this little felt garland? I mean, it's gorgeous. It's by a brand called Momo and Rue. It's very apt. Winter wolf. Obviously, we have all the wolfy bits. You could put it on your cot. You could string it up on the wall. You know, I've got it on here. We love it, and they've got some amazing garlands on their site. So go and have a look. Then I sometimes just hang little bits on. I'll be honest, it's not always this neat and tidy. I have tidied it up, especially for the video, obviously. So I just put a few little selection of clothes on here. I don't tend to talk too much about the clothes that I get for Ray, or do flat lays and things like that, because a lot of clothes that I get for Ray, actually, I am quite nifty with it, and I do buy second-hand clothes or bulk clothes and things like that on sale. So we're a little bit sneaky, but these bits were given to us. Actually, this one was given to us, and this is by Pigeon Organics. I need to show you this because it's got some a little wolfie on it, some really soft onesie. They do such amazing clothes, and we've got this in a jacket as well, ready for when she fits in them. Yeah. So, and then we've just got this little Moses basket here. This I bought for £7 from British Heart Foundation. We just found it. You know, it's just one of those things you walk in and you see and you just think, wow, you know, that is amazing. I love it. I thought when Ray's got her dolls and things, she'll be able to play with that, won't you, baby girl? Yeah. A little handmade elephant at the bottom that somebody made. I love little handmade things. Really special. Yeah, you're getting fed up, aren't you? Right, moving on then. It's a bit dark in this corner. There's not much going on in here, to be fair. Just some of my books on the side here that my more grown-up books, you know, like The Milk Meg, if you're a breastfeeder, Milk Meg, Booming All Day, Booming All Night is the name of the book. It's honestly one of the best books I've ever read. It's really short, but you can read it like over a couple of nap times. It's great. And then pregnancy milestone cards, things like that. Just bits and bobs there. Oh, and I've got little winters. I just wanted to show this off because this is for winter. I won a little fundraiser of the year at the Burton Mel Community Champion Awards, don't you know? Which is just like a local newspaper. Bless him, that was a couple of years ago. And then in this corner here, we just have little bits and bobs. This was given to us by a neighbour who, she was just getting rid of it, and she said, "Do you want it?" And I was like, yeah, okay, it's from Ikea. Originally I had nappies, wipes and all that sort of thing set up, you know, like you do, all lined up, you know, ready to go. But I don't change Ray up here really. I get her dressed here in the morning, but she needs a bum change and I do it downstairs. So I've changed it now, and it's actually really handy because I just chuck her clothes in it, you know, if you can't bother to hang. Yeah, so you know, you can just whack her pyjamas in on the top, see all the pyjamas she's got, bottoms and all white vests in one tray. So it's kind of like having drawers, but you can see. I think it's just quite handy. This is a little bathrobe. It's got Raven's name on it by First Years. That was given to us at Christmas time. And this is one of the onesies that I was telling you about that we had made for winter in his memory, and the clothes we sold these and the money that we raised went to charity. and they were made by a brand called Ever So Beautiful, so we collaborated with them. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's another one of Sam Crafty Corner little signs. Now this wardrobe, the handles on it were sent, the little wolfy handles, I don't know if you can really see them. They were just sent to me anonymously. So I don't know, I never knew who sent those to me. So, you know, if it was you, pipe up, thank you. And we've just, all we've done in here, everyone says, well, where did you get a double rail wardrobe from? Well, we didn't, we just bought another rail and stuck another rail in. We lifted the other rail right up to the top and just put another rail in. Pound shop hangers, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, as they say. And that's just Ray's clothes. In fact, I think she's grown out of some of those as well. A couple of memory boxes that we've got there, with winter's like special bits in as well. I like to keep them there. Then, I mean, we're pretty much done. This is the light that we got from B&Q, which kind of reminds me of heaven and birds. So it's absolutely perfect. It's gorgeous. Can't believe we found that actually, because it was a bit of a find. This wall is mostly winter's bits and bobs, and so really I feel like this is probably even a separate video, because I could talk about every single piece on here, you know, in detail, and it's a lot. So that's something that I'll talk about another time. It's all his memorabilia sort of thing. And we have, to finish off, a little paper bag that my friend Mama Wayne drew a cactus on and gave to us. Really handy just to chuck, you know, any like bits and bobs, and when you're trying to tidy up for a YouTube video, and then you've put a blanket over the top to hide it. This was the blanket, obviously, that we wrapped Winter up in, as we held him when after he died. So it's a very special blanket. I have to keep that there. And last but not least, down here, this is a gorgeous little photo album box that was sent to me by somebody from Instagram. I haven't filled it yet. Dean did accidentally break the glass on it, but we shall get there. We're going to fill that, aren't we, with pictures of you? Yes. Right, so for Ray melts, that is a conclusion of our video, really. We're very lucky to have such a gorgeous space for our nursery. We didn't always have this. At the last house we had a very small, damp nursery, so we know how lucky we are in this space. It's gorgeous. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'll try and list as much as I can in the description for you guys now, so that you can link up to any of the shops that you see. And I need to go and feed this little baby now. So yes, so I'll see you again soon. Bye.